there, we're working. Good morning, all empathic, sensitive souls. It is Monday. I don't know about you, but my computer doesn't want to work this morning. I had to flip around with some screens there. It's Monday. That's all I can say. How is everyone doing? How did everyone do over last week? Last week we had that Spirit of Place card. Authenticity is the essence of power, to be truly yourself. How did that resonate last week? How did that go? I know I struggled with it. It's trying to trust my intuition and believe in who I am and what I represent for myself, and not let the naysayers or not let other people's energy sidetrack me or waylay me, because that does happen, right? This morning I drew a card right before I hopped on, and it was the rescue card. And I think we've had this, there we go. I think we've had this card before. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Again, we're back to talking about being your authentic self again. The universe is trying to tell us to be us, and it's okay to be us. But it's so hard when you're an empath. And it's hard when you're highly sensitive. And it's hard when you're on the spectrum or you have attention deficit, which I believe is part of the spectrum. And it's really hard to not try to fit in, because our entire lives, that's all we've done is try to fit in, try to fit that mold of acceptance. And it's a difficult, I struggle with it. Boy, do I struggle with it. It is so difficult. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now to expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask, and assistance will come your way. Most important support you can expect is from spirit. Get into the right relationship with the divine, and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic. They will provide you with all the help that you may need. Ask and you will receive. There's no need to fear. Safety is a place within. So once you feel secure within yourself, it's not as difficult and as strenuous, stressful to unmask periodically throughout the day, because you are safe. And to believe and trust in yourself, it's hard. It's a battle well won. And I struggle with it. I still, to this day, even though I like to think that, oh, well, I'm healed, I don't have to worry about that, it still bothers me. I still go to work, and a lot of time there is the fear of, am I doing a good enough job? I got to work with these people. And you, especially if you're an empath, you feel. And you feel the off energy and the off emotion. And a lot of times it's not even directed at us, but we feel it and we take it as it is directed at us. We are the problem. And when I pull out of that and away from that and sit and think on it, it's like, why would they have any reason to be upset with me? That's all my perceived picking up energy. They may be upset about their dog at home or something that occurred at work that has nothing to do with me, but because I'm an empath, I pick up on it. So rescuing yourself and standing firm in your belief that you're amazing, and trying not to let the boat rock all the way over, because that happens too. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. I find it funny, well, not funny as in funny haha, but peculiar that the more I am just me, people don't like it. Now, Friday, I was into work, and one of the guys from the floor comes in, and he's like, good morning. I'm like, good morning. I said, how's it going? And another lady around the corner goes, what is your problem? And I'm like, excuse me? Well, and then she realized that what she said probably she shouldn't have said, which is a good sign, because normally they don't stop. They don't realize what they said could be perceived as hurtful, and it's usually meant as hurtful. And she took a step back and goes, "Oh, well, I want to have what you're having." I'm like, "High on life." I said, "I'm not quite awake yet." And I wasn't. I was in my own little daydream world because I had just got to work. Oh, I'm not coherent yet. I'm not paying attention. Caught me off guard that somebody was cheerful and said good morning, so I was cheerful back. Because people most generally aren't, which I find fascinating. Because I was always taught, and even in college, that if you put a smile on your face, that's your representation of yourself to the world. And even if you're in a bad mood, smiling makes other people smile at you, and it raises the vibration. It raises that level of okayness within the workplace or wherever you're at, and people are more apt to be pleasant. Apparently that memo didn't get around at work because people are more grumpy than they are pleasant. And it's funny because there's mornings where my coworker comes in and I don't hear the greatest. And if I have a printer going, or I'm talking on the phone, or I also have music playing, I don't necessarily hear her come in and say good morning. And sometimes I'll kind of catch something, but I don't know if did I hear that? And I'm not going to yell out good morning if there's nobody there, because that just sounds ridiculous. And I'll come back through and walk through the office, and she'll be really grumpy. And I'm like, "Well, good morning. How's it going?" "Fine." But on the mornings I catch it, and I catch her saying good morning, she's very cheerful. So she's not understanding that I don't hear that well. And I keep telling her I don't hear that well, especially when I'm concentrating and I'm focused in and I may be on the phone or I'm listening to music. I'm not paying attention to the outside world. I'm in my zone. And unless you yell to get my attention, I don't hear it. And then she thinks that I'm ignoring her, and that's not the case. I just don't necessarily hear when you got to knock on the door and break into my world. But I find it interesting that my mood affects other people in the office. When I'm grumpy, they seem to be grumpy, so they pick up on mood changes too. So I always try to be cheerful. Why not? I'm always safe and secure and free to be me. A lot of times they don't like that happiness. "Well, what's wrong with you?" "Well, why are you in such a good mood?" "I'm alive. I woke up again. Living the dream, making the dollar," whatever the case may be. And I can't go through life grumpy all the time. That just, it gets old. It's more tiring to be grumpy than it is to put a smile on my face. So every morning I go to work and I chant to myself, "I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. I am safe to be me." Sometimes it works, but most times I mask, and that's okay. Because I have to live and work there, right? So you got to kind of blend in a little bit. But the more and more I am authentically myself, the more safe and secure I feel within myself. I hope that makes sense. The rescue card today. I think we've had this card before, probably not that long ago. It must be a recurring message for all of us. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. If you need help, ask for it. As an intuitive emotional healer, that's my jam. I love helping people. If you need any advice, or you need somebody to talk to, or you need to work through an issue or a drama problem, whatever the case may be, I love helping you figure out what is the best next step and work through it. Give me a holler, put a message down, reply to an email, let me know how everything is going. I hope that you have a fantastic week. I will hop in on Friday to see how this week unfolded. But the rescue card, being free to be you. Be you. Everybody else is taken. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.